What's up, people? It's Erican2 with Hooked Up and Backlashed and Team Catch 'em All. And today I'm going to make a quick video showing you what I do to get further casting distance when I'm on the beach. I absolutely love surf fishing. I love fishing pins, Padre Island National Seashore. And we've been getting a lot of questions as far as, well, what do we do to get, farther casts and stuff like that. And so I'm going to show you. Like I said, I love surf fishing. There's nothing better than, hooking up into a big red, a shark. You have no idea what you're going to hook up into when you're on the surf. And so that's why I just absolutely love it. These are the reels that I use when I do go to the coast. This is my Abu Garcia 7000 Pro Rocket, my 209, my Fierce, I don't know if you can see it, my Fierce 3000, and my Old Faithful Ambassador 6000. So, anywho, what I do is all of them are pretty much set up the same except for this guy, or the smaller ones. But on my reels, I always put Braid on the very bottom in here. So I've got like a 50-pound Power Pro Braid way on the bottom. It's about 100 yards of that. And that's to help with distance. As far as not casting distance, but fighting fish distance. And then I put mono on here. This is a 30-pound big game mono, and that mono is on there to help protect against the sandbars. So when you hook up on the fish and they start swimming left and right or right over those sandbars, that line starts to take a lot of damage, or whatever you want to call it, from the sandbars. So if you have Braid on there, the Braid is going to start to fray up and all that. So that's why I have the mono. It's about 100 yards of mono, maybe 120, right around there. And then finally I attach a shock leader. This shock leader is a 60-pound fluoro leader. And it's about it. What I do is I go the length of the rod, back down, and then about 5 wraps around the spool. So 5 turns. That's how much distance I use. So for a 13-foot rod, that's 26 feet plus 5 wraps. Okay, and that's how long my shock leader is going to be. Purpose of my shock leader, as you all know, is so I can cast the heavier weights and not be worried about it popping or busting off when I put that pendulum cast on there. So, and then I use this. Y'all might be asking, what in the world is this thing hanging off your reel? This is surgical tubing. Okay, I don't know if you can get a good look at that. Let me focus in on it. It's surgical tubing. You can get this from Lowe's or Home Depot. What that is for is to protect your thumb and to help you get a better grip on things. And what I mean by that, so I'm going to end up backlashing my line here because I don't have it taped down. But what this does is, if I'm casting a 5-ounce weight or a 6-ounce weight, if I'm just using my thumb, I have found that when I cast and I load up for the pendulum, when I get towards the end, it tends to want to start slipping on its own. The spool will go, the load of that weight is already trying to take this. May not be for you guys, but for me, that's what happens. So what I do is I use this guy. So I stretch it out and I put my thumb on it and I put pressure. And so that right there holds my spool and it's not going to slip. When I load it up and I get ready for my pendulum cast, I hold it and it's not going to slip. Once I'm at the top of the cast, ready to cast, I let it go. It starts to spins out, and this part is protecting your thumb. You can guide it. If you need to stop, you can stop it. Okay, so that's what I do. That's the whole purpose of this. It gives me a lot of confidence. As you can see where it's been eaten up a little bit. That could have been my thumb right there. And that also comes from, I don't know if you can see this little guy right here. That's the knot that I go from the mono to the shock leader. That little knot right there can do a number on your finger. And I always put that knot to the side. When I reel it in, I always put that knot to the side. I don't like it in the middle. Because if you have it in the middle and you cast and you put your thumb back, well, that thing's going to come just slice your finger. Okay. And it has happened to me before. I've learned the hard way. And so that's why I use this thing now. Okay. So, so that's my setup for every one of the rods. The 209 has the same thing on there. I just took off the little, the surgical tubing right now. It actually was pretty old, so I need to replace it. I just bought some new tubing. But anyway, same thing on here. I've got the braid, then I've got the mono, and then I've got the shock leader. So I can focus on that. So braid, mono, shock leader. I don't have the guide in here. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have seen that in this one here. I got this little guide and it's not even attached. I need to buy a little piece right here where it's like a solid piece like this, so that way I could use this, you know, free spool it, or, you know, without the guide. But I don't want to lose this part, so I just put it to the side when I cast. I don't use this because that guide is too thin and my knots won't go through that right there. Okay, so hopefully this helped you out a little bit, guys. Just try to explain a little bit. This really helps me. Hopefully it'll help you. You may have different variations or better ways of doing it. If you got better ways, I'm all ears, man. I absolutely love to fish. I don't always make these type of videos, but I was just thinking, we had all these questions. Let me see if I can help out at least one person, how to help them with confidence. Of course, you know, when you have these open face to prevent backlash, work on your tension. You know, start with it all the way tightened down, loosen it little by little, and as you get used to casting, this will, you know, you can loosen up even more and more. Some of them just have it on this side. The Pro Rocket happens to have it on the left side as well. But yeah, that's your spool tension. So as you get better with it, you can go looser and looser, faster and faster with your reel, with your spool. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, you know, hopefully you get out there and do some long casts, and this surgical tubing works wonders. And like I said, the braid is for distance, the mono is for protection against the bars, the shock leader is for protection against busting your line when you're casting, and this guy is for protection of your thumb. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. We'll make another one later. Thank you very much. Talk to you later. Peace out. You.